Internet, tell me. What's up, Internet? How's it going? This is Never Wrong, the beginning of my very first NFL prediction series. I take simulations in Madden 25 and try to work them into my own decision making and try to predict the game outcomes of NFL games every single week. This is actually happening during Wildcard Weekend, and you may be asking yourself, why am I doing it this late? Because I procrastinate, okay? I procrastinate like a motherfucker. I'm also doing this commentary during one of the games because, once again, I procrastinate. Can you see a pattern here? So, we have 4 wildcard games going on this week. You have the Chiefs and the Colts, you have the Saints and the Eagles, you have the Chargers and the Bengals, and you have the 49ers at the Packers. The Chiefs game is going on right now. We're going to start with that one with those lovely little graphics that I ripped right off Madden. Don't tell anybody, okay? Be cool, all right? Chiefs coming off 11-5. Playing very well, playing great defense. They only won 2 games last year, the big turnaround. Andy Reid, biggest success story in the NFL at the moment. Also the biggest coach in the NFL. Get it? Haha, he's fat. Anyway, Alex Smith playing well for him. Indianapolis Colts coming out pretty well as well. Just Andrew Luck's man in the helm extremely well. They have an opportunistic defense. Robert Mathis racking up the sacks. Alex Smith breathing a sigh of relief because he very narrowly escaped being eaten by Andy Reid. Haha, he's fat. Get it? Anyway, going on, and there's Andrew Luck running onto the field as well. Not much happened in the first half, just a couple of field goals. Nothing really exciting. Andrew Luck takes a snap, however, towards the very end of the half, and he dodges the pass rush and takes off and gets down to about the 17-yard line sliding. He takes a timeout, gets his team a field goal. The score will be 9-0 at the half, as you can see. Chiefs defense doing its part, holding the Colts to only 9 points. Chiefs offense not really holding up its share, except for now. First drive of the second half, Jamal Charles takes the handoff on the draw and gets down inside the 10-yard line, which sets up Kansas City for this first and goal attempt. Shotgun formation, 4 spread, 4 wide receivers and a tight end, Anthony Fasano, I believe that is, in motion. Alex Smith takes the snap and finds A.J. Jenkins, the man they traded for San Francisco. They got from San Francisco in a trade for the touchdown. Andrew Luck, however, has an answer. Actually, Donald Brown has an answer. He's doing his best Jamal Charles impression by running over almost everybody and just getting down to the 2-yard line. Jamal Charles, by the way, probably your league MVP. Should have won the rushing title, but, I mean, that's neither here nor there. Trent Richardson takes the handoff and runs in for the touchdown. And isn't that cute? Trent Richardson gets to act like he mattered to a team this season. Anyway, 4th down and 1 in the 4th quarter. Chiefs in full desperation mode. Hand off to Jamal Charles, and he's going to get it. He's your potential league MVP. Of course he's going to get 1 yard. Ends up getting them a field goal. 16-10 with about 3:37 left to go. They have all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time to get the ball back. However, they fail to stop the Colts. 3rd down and 2 in the red zone. They have 1 timeout left. They need to get this stop right now in order to have any chance of winning. Play action, and Andrew Luck finds T.Y. Hilton at the 6-yard line, which clinches the game. There you see your final 16-10 Colts win. I like that pick. I'm going to take the Colts in this game. Even after last check of this recording, they're losing like 38-24. I don't care. They're going to win, all right? Because the series is never wrong, and I say they're going to win, so they're going to win, okay? Okay. Moving on. Saints and the Eagles. New Orleans Saints, undefeated at home. You put anybody in that dome, New Orleans Saints are going to beat them. Not so great on the road. 3-5 on the road. Also going to be very cold, and the weather is going to play a factor in this game. Drew Brees is not a great cold weather quarterback. He's 3-5 all time. He's got a 10 touchdown to 6 interception ratio. Not especially great. However, it is the playoffs and anything can happen. Towards the end of the first quarter, you see Drew Brees hand off to Darren Sproles, who can't truck a piece of paper and is stepped at the 2-yard line, which forces the Saints to take a field goal attempt. Moving on, the very next drive, Nick Foles, 3rd and 3, pitches to LaShawn McCoy, who won the rushing title and also could be league MVP if it wasn't for Peyton Manning just destroying everybody and making it look like he's playing Madden while the rest of us are playing actual football. Anyway, LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff into the end zone for the touchdown. Get used to seeing that. You're going to see it a few more times. 2nd and 7, Drew Brees finds Jimmy Graham on the corner route, who breaks a tackle, eventually gets down at the 36, and leads to this. 1st and goal at the 9. Drew Brees finds Lance Moore over the middle, who muscles his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 10-7 Saints. Nick Foles takes a snap towards the end of the half, finds Johnson, who doesn't get out of bounds, but gets down to the 8-yard line, gets them a 1st and goal. Nick Foles, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions all year, has been playing lights out. Of course, he's going to know it's intercepted in the back of the end zone to end their chances of points before the half, 10-7 at the half. Very next drive, however, hands off on the draw to LaShawn McCoy, and you see why this man won the rushing title. He just runs by everybody and gets in for the touchdown. Nick Foles celebrating like he actually did something to help that touchdown. You just handed the ball off, dude. Relax. Drew Brees finds Jimmy Graham in the flat, who breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and then coughs up the ball. Trent Cole recovers inside the 20, which leads to a Philadelphia Eagles field goal. Drew Brees takes the pass, launches it off his back foot, and it is intercepted by Allen. Still one possession game, however. Saints could get the ball back and have a chance to win. LaShawn McCoy runs over the man and proves to you yet again why he is that damn good. Gets down to the 6-yard line. Saints have to burn all their timeouts. LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff, gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. His fantasy owners are very happy. I didn't draft him, so I'm not very happy. 4th and 16 after an Eagles sack. This is the Saints' last chance to have a chance of getting back into this, and Drew Brees just finds Jimmy Graham in the flat. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and there's your final 24-13. I think this game's going to be way more high-scoring than that. I think it's probably going to be like something like 42-38. I think the Eagles will still win. I'm taking the Eagles in this game because I don't like the Saints in the cold, and I like the way the Eagles are playing right now. They generate a lot of turnovers. Turnovers kill you in the postseason. Moving on to San Diego and Cincinnati. This is a rematch of a Week 11 game in which San Diego lost to Cincinnati in San Diego 17-10. It could have been a lot worse. Cincinnati really outmuscled them during that game. San Diego Chargers got a couple back from injury, like King Dunlap, their left tackle. But I'm not sure how much that's going to make a difference. Except for this. Eddie Royal takes a pass over the middle and just runs right into the end zone for the touchdown in the early 7-0 lead. Bengals unable to get anything going at all. So Phillip Rivers just finds Vincent Brown inside the red zone. It's like they're not even playing defense at this point. Which leads to this. Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates wide open in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, 14-0 San Diego. Yep, they're all celebrating. Fucking assholes. Anyway, towards the end of the half, Andy Dalton finds Jermaine Gresham, who runs over. Actually, no, he doesn't. That's later on. That ends up leading to a field goal for the Bengals, 14-3 at the half. The game is still within reach at this point. Or so you think. Phillip Rivers in the shotgun formation, second drive of the second half for them, finds Eddie Royal, who just runs over Adam Jones, takes Reggie Nelson with him to the 1-yard line. And then you see the comparisons right there. Andy Dalton, 97 yards, no touchdowns. Andy Dalton has yet to throw a touchdown in the postseason. Phillip Rivers playing lights out like he does at this time of year. If that happens again, the Chargers will win this game. And Phillip Rivers finds Antonio Gates in the end zone yet again, 21-3. Andy Dalton cannot throw the deep ball to save his life. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it needs fine-tuning. Almost has Marvin Jones for the easy touchdown, throws him out of bounds. They had to settle for a field goal. 21-6, beginning of the fourth quarter, actually midway through the fourth quarter. They still have all 3 timeouts. The game's still kind of in reach, if they can get a stop, which Danny Woodhead ensures that they cannot. Danny Woodhead runs right for the first down, takes him down to 1 timeout, which forces them to settle for a field goal with about 20 seconds left. And unfortunately will signal the end for the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll lose another postseason game in this simulation at least. I'm going to put it straight to you. I'm a Bengals fan. I'm going to pick them all the time. I'm a Bengals fan, all right? Also, the Bengals are 8-0 at home. They destroy everybody in this dome. Green Bay fell here. New England fell in Cincinnati. Pittsburgh fell in Cincinnati. So did Baltimore. 4 awesome teams. Not 2. What am I doing? I can't do math. I don't see a scenario where the Chargers go into Cincinnati and get a win against the way this team's playing at home. Final game of the day, weekend, simulation, video, whatever you want to call it, just whatever. San Francisco 49ers at the Green Bay Packers. San Francisco obviously has one of the best defenses in the league. They have Colin Kaepernick, a dynamic playmaker. They have Frank Gore, the ageless wonder at running back. Green Bay Packers, however, have Aaron Rodgers, got him back, got Randall Cobb back at the very end there. They hooked up for the game-winning score in Chicago last week to get them a home playoff game, to get them the division title. Aaron Rodgers, Randall Cobb, dynamic team. Aaron Rodgers fakes the handoff to Eddie Lacy, finds Andrew Corliss down to the 1-yard line, and it's at the 1-yard line. You know Green Bay's going to score. Handoff to Eddie Lacy on the very next play, touchdown Green Bay. They're up 7-0 early. And Eddie Lacy doing the Lambeau leap, having a grand old time. Colin Kaepernick on 3rd and 4 on the very next drive sends Vernon Davis in motion and looks deep, but is picked off by Casey Hayward, who get used to seeing that. That's going to happen at least 1 or 2 more times in this video. Aaron Rodgers actually went out with an injury for a little bit, didn't affect much. He came back later in the game. Matt Flynn, however, finds James Jones over the middle for the touchdown. A quick 14-0 lead for the Packers. 2nd and 10. Colin Kaepernick launching the deep ball, but is picked off by Morgan Burnett. And I'm just going to say this right now. Get used to seeing Morgan Burnett. You're going to be very familiar with him by the time this video is done. That leads to this possession. Aaron Rodgers finds Jordy Nelson down the field for the first down. Leads to a field goal. 17-0 Packers. It is all Packers in the first half in the frozen tundra in Lambeau Field. But here come the Niners. Frank Gore takes the draw. Gets a great block and gets down inside the 5. Unfortunately for the 49ers, that would only lead them to a field goal. This one right here. So the score is 17-3. However, I said here comes the Niners for a reason. Their defense actually wakes up. Aaron Rodgers takes a snap, is looking for somebody, anybody, has no one to throw to. Ahmad Brooks gets his 2nd sack of the game, takes Aaron Rodgers down. Kaepernick on the ensuing drive has a shot at the end zone for Vernon Davis, and is picked off by Morgan Burnett yet again. Beginning of the 4th quarter, things are starting to look bleak for San Francisco. Very next drive, San Francisco got the ball back, burned all their timeouts, looking for Quentin Patton down the field, and, yeah, I mean, guess who? Morgan Burnett. I warned you, you're going to see him again. Morgan Burnett picks it off again. 3 interceptions on the game. 4 all day for Colin Kaepernick. I don't think Kaepernick's going to have that bad of a game, but I don't see them going in. I don't see a San Francisco team, a good weather team, going on the road to Green Bay, where it's going to be one of the coldest games in NFL history, and just beating the Packers like that. You see your final 17-3. It's going to be a lot closer than that, but I don't think that San Francisco will pull this game out. I think so. You have my winners. They're about to come up right now. All the home teams: Colts, Eagles, Bengals, Packers. And I will see you guys later. Never wrong.